Oh, shit. For real. Let it.
What happens when legends and rising stars meet and allegiance turns into betrayal? Money Floyd Mayweather Jr., the boxing legend who changed the game, is facing one of his most exposing tasks yet, and it's not from another fighter in the ring. It's from someone he used to think of as family. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the young boxer Mayweather helped become a star, has now become a foe, and this time it's the mess is caused by Calvin Ford's personal life. Calvin Ford, this person, who used to be Tank's teacher and helped shape his career, is now working with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. Floyd and Tank got into a public fight that turned into an angry argument that turned into a full-on fight that shocked the boxing world. This isn't just about pride, it's a power struggle. Control and the past hold on tight, because this story is full of action and shocking turns of events. Depending on who you ask, it all began with a business choice or a lie. Calvin Ford, the coach who was always there for Gervonta Davis, recently made news when he joined Mayweather Promotions. For Calvin, the move made sense, but for Tank, it felt like a knife to the back.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Why? Because Calvin isn't just any coach. He helped Tank become a knockout artist. From Baltimore's dirty gyms to stadiums packed to the brim, Calvin and Tank were unbreakable together. But Ford's support for Floyd has caused a chain reaction that no one saw coming.
You want to see you as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank has always been open about his rocky relationship with Floyd, accusing him of being controlling and dismissive of his growth. Adding Calvin to Floyd's camp felt like the ultimate insult, and Tank wasn't going to stay quiet about it.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
The fight between Floyd and Tank started at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What was meant to be a peaceful gathering quickly turned into a spectacle. Tank approached Floyd in front of cameras, calling him out for signing Calvin Ford to his team. Davis allegedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me win without you." Floyd never wants to back down. Snap back. "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you the stage. You think Calvin's going to help you beat me? Keep thinking." As the fight escalated, the crowd grew tense. Witnesses described the exchange as explosive, with both guys shouting over each other. Tank accused Floyd of ruining his career out of jealousy, while Floyd claimed Tank was ungrateful for everything he'd done for him. No surprise, is there? Floyd has always been loud about how Tank is so ungrateful.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. we had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I...
Now, it didn't take long for this verbal battle to turn into a fistfight. Things took a dramatic turn when Tank pushed Floyd, and all hell broke loose. Members of both sides jumped in to separate the two, but it wasn't long before punches started flying. Video from the incident shows Tank swinging at one of Floyd's team members, while Floyd himself was held back by security.
Bitch, I ain't no fucking care, motherfucker. I ain't no motherfucker. Bitch, I'm killing motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? Chill. I know the fuck they playing with. I don't play your motherfucking face. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Calvin Ford, who was present at the event, tried to calm the situation, but ended up becoming a target of Tank's anger. "You're a sellout," Tank yelled at his old coach. The fight lasted several chaotic minutes before security broke them up. No one was badly injured, but the damage had been done both to their reputations and their already fractured relationship.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally, you know what I'm saying?
In the aftermath of the fight, Tank took to Instagram Live to address the issue, speaking directly to his fans. He didn't hold back. "Floyd's always been about power. He can't stand that I'm doing my own thing." Tank also suggested that his upcoming fight with Roach has been overshadowed by the drama. "I should be focused on my next fight, but instead I'm dealing with this mess. They're trying to break me, but I'm built for this." This feud between Floyd and Tank is more than just personal, it's a clash of ideas. Floyd represents the old guard, a methodical businessman who controls every part of his empire. Tank, on the other hand, he is part of a new breed of fighters who value independence and authenticity.
Set you off because you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
But as the dust settles, one question looms large. What does this mean for Tank's future with Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner? Tank faces a unique task. Not only is he up against Roach in his next fight, but he's also battling the narrative that he can't win without his old team. Yep, let's talk about this fight for a second. Rock is no joke. There's a lot on the line here. Gervonta Davis is the king of knockouts. His record speaks for itself, perfect with a ridiculous number of stoppages. Most recently, we all remember that brutal body shot that crumpled Ryan Garcia like a lawn chair. Tank doesn't just knock people out. He makes a statement every time he goes in the ring.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yeah,
he's doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good.
And that's why this fight is so interesting. Tank is coming in as the big favorite, but let's be real. This is about showing the world that he's still the division's best and nobody can touch him. But hey, you know what? This means all the heat is going to be on him now. Roach might not have the one-punch power the Tank does, but he's a master at the technical side of boxing. He's a counterpuncher with amazing footwork, and he knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style, and during the face-off, he made it clear that he's not here to be another highlight on Davis's reel. And with Calvin Ford out of the picture, it's going to be interesting to see how Tank approaches this fight with the new coach. Yep, Tank has a new boss, Derek James. This guy knows his stuff, and get this, Derek James has a past with Tanks. James actually trained Frank Martin, Tank's latest opponent. Yeah, this is where things get wild. Derek James has been watching Tank for a while now. He knows how he fights, but instead of trying to figure out ways to stop Tank, he's now been called upon to train him for his next fight.
Y'all gotta watch these guys,
Right,
man.
he's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Glove champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So
Okay.
you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, once the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
They
what's
sparred before the same way, yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be probably the tough.
From Ford to James, it's only a matter of time till we find out if it's an upgrade or a drop for Calvin Ford. The choice to join Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. While working with the boxing legend is a great chance, on the other hand, it's cost him his friendship with Tank. We've come a long way from Ford sticking by Tank and talking down Floyd to now joining Floyd's team.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
So why would Calvin Ford, who has always stood by Tank's side, make this quick jump? Ford has been surprisingly quiet about it, but insiders revealed that he sees this as a unique chance for his career.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year.
Yeah.
His dad never got trainer of the year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Floyd's empire is massive, and joining Mayweather Promotions opens doors to more fighters, more visibility, and a shot at bigger matches than he could have ever dreamed.
So his lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
But this isn't just about leveling up in his job. Word on the street is that Ford might be feeling some type of way about Tank, especially after all the chaos. Lately, from legal drama to trial appearances in Tank's roller coaster personal life making headline.
For battery, domestic violence. So your hands behind your back. You got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, no.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say.
Signing with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that offers him security, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, One day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You're worried about your living condition.
So how's Tank taking all this? Well, no shocker. Sources close to him say he feels straight up betrayed seeing this as Ford officially sided with Floyd over him. Word is Tank was already heated over whispers that Ford was slipping Floyd private training tips. And now with the signing, it's like pouring salt on a new wound.
Alvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then
As the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis continues to unfold, one thing is clear, the boxing world has never seen drama like this. What started as a professional disagreement has turned into a full-blown war with jobs and legacies hanging in the balance. But you got to wonder what really soured things between Tank and Floyd. These two used to be super tight. So what happened? Let's break it down. Floyd Mayweather reportedly hired guys to jump Tank during his runs. Yep, the one time Tank was powerless, Floyd pounced. And it gets worse. Floyd spied on him and even tipped off Tank's old opponent, Frank Martin, about his whereabouts. Having worked with Tank for years, Floyd knows all his moves, and he shared them with Frank Martin too. That betrayal hit Tank hard, and let's just say he didn't take it easily.
he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad situation.
But here's the kicker, Tank, that dropped a big bombshell. Let's unpack it. We all know Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, but he's also extremely protective, especially about his family. His daughter Yaya Mayweather has been in the press for all the wrong reasons, like her roller coaster relationship with an NBA young boy, and now there's even more drama brewing, and it's juicy.
Last night was fun though. We had fun. We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said what I said.
Enter Tank Davis, Floyd's star protege, who's been dominating in the ring. But lately it seems Tank's been making news for more than just his punches. Rumor has it he and Yaya Mayweather had a little something going on, a secret affair. And who dropped this bombshell? None other than Ryan Garcia.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
So that's all from today's show. If you liked it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next film.